Today we will gonna give you a very brief information about studies in Liepaja University, Latvia. But we have decided to not start with the study programs, but just to briefly give you 5 reasons why study in Latvia, why study in Liepaja University. And in this webinar, which we will gonna record as well, the recording has started. I myself will gonna speak, then my colleague Cynthia Bruge. She also works with the full-time students will speak, and then we have a special guest, our student. He will also gonna share his experiences. So I think let's not waste the time and start this session. And this recorded session will be available in our channels. So yes, so let's go. Let's travel to Latvia, to Liepaja University. So by the way, in my background, you already can see our main building and the university. And if you carefully look, you can even already can see the seaside of the city. So let's go. So 5 good reasons to study in Latvia. And the reason number 1, this country is small, but from the other hand, it's spacious. And the size of the country is the same like Austria, Georgia, but we have only 2 millions. 2 million people living in our country, so our country is considered a safe, uncrowded city, uncrowded country, and yeah, no big traffics, no big crowds, and just you can safely walk around and dedicate yourself to studies. So again, here you can see the main campus of our university, which is located in very of the center of the city, like the heart of the city. And yeah, what else I wanted to add that our strong point is also the way how we connect to the world. So so Latvia is not only the very heart of the Baltics, but also where the west meets east. So we have international airport with many flights, and so yeah. So this is the reason number 1. And the reason number 2, we would offer you that Liepaja University, the studies in Liepaja University, it's a great value for money. So the studies, what I also learned from the feedback when I was in Vietnam, that the study fees are affordable also for the Vietnamese students, for their parents. Also, I had the good feedback about the living costs, and so you can get Europe's level education for the reasonable price. And later on, I will also share you about our scholarships which we offer. So yes, so great place, great price for living in Latvia, and so you can afford more for less. The third reason is that our studies are knowledge-based, and so it is said that Latvians are driven by the ability to invent, to adjust, and evolve. So the people in Latvia, they're creative, they are independently creating their companies, and what is very important that there are those platforms where you can do this. And yes, so this is the reason number 3, knowledge-based. Yes, the next reason is entrepreneurial hotspot. And I think our student Jen will also gonna share his already first steps through our project Eagles, and his experiences in entrepreneurship, and what is his idea, and how university supports his efforts also. So yeah, so there are numerous industry initiatives, innovation focused events, and so on and so on. So this is a big benefit actually of living in small country. So it's much more easier to stand out of the crowd, to realize the ideas, to get funds for that, because we really do have many support activities for that. And yeah, what else? The fifth reason is that we have four seasons. So we have beautiful spring, which is happening now. We have approximately 10 degrees now. Then we have mild summer, 20-25 degrees. Then goes autumn with a bit of the wind and the rain. Again, some minuses first appears, and then beautiful white winter. So for beautiful seasons, it's never, how to say, it's there are always some changes in the nature, and yeah. Here in the photo, you can see the landscape of our beautiful Baltic Sea. Yes, and we do swim in our sea. Yeah, so these were some of the reasons. Maybe you can consider Liepaja as your study destination. And yes, again, we are very proud of our city, Liepaja city, and to understand that how important Liepaja is on the scene of Europe. So we won the title of European Capital of Culture in 2027. So there will be many cultural activities in few years, and we are proud of it. So it's the spot for culture, for creativity, and many tourists are also visiting our city during the season. Oh, yes. So now I would like to give the word to my colleague, Cynthia. She is the how to say chief person for full-time students. So most probably you will have an interview with her, with Cynthia. She will gonna review your documents and do all the needful steps. So please, I'm now giving the place for Cynthia.
So hello everyone. Very nice to see you in this session. As my colleague Erica mentioned, yes, I'm the specialist in full-time degree student admission, and I'm very happy to see you all in this session. And I'm very happy that we have already two students from Vietnam who are studying in our study programs. And we are very looking much forward to receive more applicants because we like that your country students are very much hardworking and devoted to the studies, and we would like to give them the chance to acquire our education here. So, and what are the main key facts to choose our university? Um, so many say that they want to study in a public state university. So then there are great news because we are one of the six universities in Latvia that are the public state universities, and we can issue the degrees that are recognized worldwide. And so if you will become our student, and if you are thinking big that you want to work in your future in some of the European countries or somewhere else outside the Europe, so your degree will be recognized the same as other degrees which are obtained in other institutions worldwide. And what is good and what our students and also the employers which are recruiting students for their companies admit is that we are offering a high quality education. And what does it mean? It's an education for affordable price, where at the same time you can save some money and live in the third largest city, which will not gonna take you a lot of finances because the life here in Liepaja is very affordable for the students, and there are the part-time jobs. and there are the full-time jobs for master and PhD students. So it's a great combination of the life balance between the work and studies. And yes, so we are hosting a lot of international guest lectures. Some of the guest lecturers are working at our university. For example, right now we have a Fulbright scholar from the United States of America who is delivering English classes and making English conversational clubs and boosting the student confidence to go and be international and communicable and so on. So, and we are having a lot of other guest lecturers who are coming for open lectures, for master classes. Different companies are coming, giving their workshops, and we're having different events like New Media Art iWeek Festival, Sound Days, different scientific conferences for students where they can show what they are developing in their studies, whether those are some study projects or some business ideas. So because our students are, how to say, very put in the real life situations. So our university is having different projects. And regarding one of our student project, the Eagles, we will be discovering it later on after this informal session. And yeah, you will get to know what our students are making during these business projects. So there are a lot of opportunities, and we're also offering many scholarship possibilities. So if you are very familiar with the term of Erasmus program, so it means studies or internships or after internships, after graduation internships abroad. So then we are offering scholarships within this exchange, and we are one of the unique universities which has a lot of grants to offer a scholarship for each international student, and the student can go to abroad to any European country or also to outside European countries and receive a scholarship of up to 700 to 900 euros per month, depending on the country, which is very unique because not every university can offer such scholarships for everyone who study well and meet the minimum criteria. And yeah, so also one of the key aspects of our university is the personal approach, because as we are a small, medium-sized university, we have a time for each student where we can invest in them, like offering the consultations, like giving individual time for their work at the laboratories. So there are not a lot of huge audience of students which can't grab the professor, but each student has this time to go for the professor, to ask the questions, and to have actually the time to ask something about research and so on. So this personal approach, actually, it's very, very important so that you could be effective in your studies and would have a high quality education. What else? Yeah, we are very international. Each year, we are actively working in order to cooperate with different institutions and universities abroad. So now we have more than 130 agreements in the world where our students are accepted for studies, internships, and so on. And yeah, so regarding the main, our study offer, so we are offering almost all of the study programs in all of the fields, except for the medicine and law. So we have bachelor study programs, master and doctoral study programs. For international students, we're offering 9 programs, totally taught in English. And as you may see, the prices are very affordable in the scope of Europe. Yeah, so for bachelor studies, one of the most popular study program for which the students are applying, and also from Vietnam, this is the professional bachelor's degree in information technology. So a professional program with internships, and the students are going for internships to Estonia to program the cars, to do the coding, and there's a big focus on programming and databases and all the practical professional things. And then we have academic computer science program, which is also a popular. It's a bit shorter program of 3 years. The same study fee, 2,500 euros, but it's without an internship, and the focus is more on mathematics, on higher mathematics. And for the language lovers or who really like to read books and to analyze the texts, literature, and have the passion for the languages, we are offering 3 languages. So this is basically English language as the main language to be taught, and then the student can choose one of the 3 another second foreign languages, whether it's French or German or Spanish language. And the student is studying English language. So it means that in the end of his studies, he will gonna have the C1, C2 level of English, and he will get additionally a good level of at least B2 level in French or German or Spanish language. And so there are 2-year programs, 2 type programs. For 3 years, it's if you have already some basic knowledge in the second foreign language, and the program for 4 years if you have no any other knowledge, and you start from the beginning. And then we have very unique master degree programs. One is educational sciences, 1.3-year long program where you can develop the knowledge if you have had the previous education in the pedagogy or humanities, and you have some professional work experience working at schools or in other educational institutions. Then we have information technology, where you can become the IT project manager in 2 or 3 years. This is also one of the most popular study programs between our students. And then we have a very unique program, which is the only one developed in Latvia. It's eco-technologies, environmental things mixed with technologies. And this program is becoming extremely popular in Europe because the Europe is going to this green course, and we love to include the green things in our lives in any possible way. So this is becoming actually one of the demanded professions. And you can become an environmental engineer in 1.5 years. And there you can have the previous education from any other field. So if your previous education has been in IT or in humanities or in medicine, law, so you can go for this program. You don't need to have the previous bachelor's degree in environmental sciences, which of course is good, but yeah, so this is a very open program and very trendy program. And then we have our dessert program, like the brand program. It's the new media and audiovisual art. So all the students who have passion for art, for design, for media, graphics, drawing, photography, and installations and everything, what's becoming focused on arts and technologies, are very welcome to apply for a 2 years program. And actually, this program is good because it's a joint study program. So you are receiving 2 degrees from our university and from one of the universities, Liepaja University in Riga. It means that on the first study year, you are studying in Riga, and then in the second study year, you are already coming to Liepaja, and you are working on your master thesis and making different exhibitions, installations for the festivals. And this study program is very interdisciplinary with different open guest lecturers. And it has the seminars each second week. So this is something if you are really devoted to art. And there will be also needed to submit the previous portfolio of photography or videos, animation, and so on. So for this program, you have to bear in mind that you need to have already some education in arts, like Bachelor of Arts or in animation. And then we have doctoral degree programs. So you study technologies and management for 3 years, and also for media, we have media art and creative technologies, a very new program just recently developed. So very welcome to apply. Yes, so what about the environment of studies? So for IT program, and especially my colleague Erica already mentioned that we are becoming the IT city. So the digital center of Liepaja. So then, of course, we need to have good laboratories. And we are the only ones who are having the Microtic Academy, the only one university in Baltics. Yeah? So it means that you can pass the course in Microtics Academy and get a certification. Then we also have the Raspberry Pi class, prototyping class, and many more. So very innovative laboratories where students can realize their research capacities in many different ways. So what about the documents which are needed for applying to our university? Actually, the procedure is very easy, and we're also helping. So if you would like to apply, I'll be asking you to send your previous educational documents. So for bachelor and master studies, it's the official certificate of high school graduation and the transcript. So in this certificate, we are looking on the marks in mathematics and in English. So the mark doesn't have to be less than 60% or 6 out of 10. And yeah, then we're asking also for the official certificate of English language. So it can be IELTS of 5.5 score. So it's equivalent to B2 level, because in order to start studies in Latvia, in any of the university in Latvia, you need to have of at least B2 level in English. We're also accepting other certificates like TOEFL and others. But if you don't have IELTS, don't worry. You can submit us the proficiency letter of your English language that you have previously studied school in English, or we can give you to pass our online English test, which is for free. And you can get to know your level of English, and maybe you will be accepted. So this is for bachelor and master studies, this high school certificate and English language certificate. But if you want to study for master studies, you have to additionally submit the previous bachelor's degree in the relevant field. For example, you want to go for master's in IT, so the bachelor's in information technology or in computer sciences or in electronics will be accepted, plus a transcript. And the copy of passport. And so when you are sending those documents to my or to my colleague's email, so we are reviewing them, and only after we say yes, you can be eligible for studies, you can pay the registration fee, which is 150 euros. And what is important to bear in mind that we have 2 intakes. So if you want to become our student in the upcoming September intake, which we're going to start from the first week of September, you have to apply till 1st June. And this is especially for Vietnam students, because you will also have this visa procedure, and there will be needed some additional time in order to apply for the visa and to come to Latvia. And the other deadline, which you have to fix in your notebooks, is the 1st December. So, and it means that you can apply for the spring intake, but studies start in the first week of February. What about the living? Of course, we offer also the students' residence. We have our own student hostel, LiepU Hostelis, and you are very welcome to go on liepuhostel.lv to see the photos. How does it look like? We have there different kind of rooms, freshly renovated rooms, not renovated rooms, and there you can see all the prices as well. So, for example, if you want to live in a private room, the price will be double. For example, starting from 116 euros. But if you want to live like with 2 more persons, or with one more person, so it will be, of course, double cheaper, 50 euros. So the living is really affordable. It's just approximately 50 to 150 euros. Plus, yeah, you have to also take into account the food and some other expenses. So in total, it could be some 300 to 450 euros per month in Latvia, which is very, very affordable. And yeah, so also we have different kind of scholarships. And regarding the scholarships, my colleague Erica will gonna explain you more in details. But I want to say, yeah, that we have different students from different countries. So from Sri Lanka, India, Vietnam, Philippines, even from America and from European countries. And if you really want to become an engineer with a good education, or a language specialist, or a media artist, and have a Scandinavian and European education diplomas, so you're very welcome to apply. And don't hesitate to contact me if you have some questions about the admission. Am I eligible or not? So we will be reviewing your documents. And also, I want to say that in this week, so those students who are submitting the documents and applying for studies, so will be reviewed at the moment, and this is free of charge. Yeah? So just use this chance. And also a small information about the visa. So actually, if you think admission, it's the hardest part. It's not. So maybe the hardest part will be the visa procedure. But for that, we have good news for you. We have the VFS Center in Hanoi, where you can submit your visa documents. And also we are helping and guiding with what documents are needed for the visa. And when we will be having the interview with me before acceptance, so you will get to know more of how does the process look like. So, yeah. And yeah, so I'm giving the floor to my colleague Erica, who will guide you more about scholarships. And yeah, so welcome at Liepaja University.
So yeah, I am back. Yeah, but before we continue, yeah, so once again, yeah, I wanted to share you about the scholarship. And yeah, the Vietnamese students, actually, you are quite unique because not all students in Latvia, I mean, the international students who study in Latvia can get the scholarship. So basically, what are the main rules? So if you are the master student, you can get the scholarship at the time when you start your studies. So if you want to get the scholarship already in autumn in your first semester, you have to apply together like with the studies. So you apply for studies and you apply for scholarship. And but if you are the bachelor level student, then you need to successfully finish first academic year. So and then in the second academic year, you get the scholarship for 500 euros per month, and it's for 10 months period. So there are not that many Vietnamese students, so I'm quite sure that the percentage that of getting this scholarship is quite high. Yeah, this is one opportunity, the state scholarship. And then yeah, these are the some of the guidelines of it. And then of course the Erasmus scholarship. So we are so lucky to have so many funds. So basically, if you have the minimal mark 60% from 100%, if you don't have any academic debts or financial debts, it's 99% that the scholarship for your studies, that you will gonna get the scholarship. So it means we will cover your life expenses, your travel expenses, living expenses in another country in Europe, to have exchange semester in other university, or you will gonna have the first professional experience in international company. So these are the scholarships, and the scholarships are very available. So don't be afraid to apply and use those opportunities. Yeah. So these are our contacts. So here you can see our email addresses. And if you have any doubts, or like you're not sure, am I eligible? Does my IELTS is high enough, or any other questions? Which if you have any doubts, just write us. You can already send us the documents. You can have a look, and so yeah, please save our emails. And yeah, so that was, yeah, longer than we expected, but still there's so many things to share with you. And even in 40 minutes, it won't be possible to share all the relevant information about our university. But I think it's time for our guests, right? So, do you agree about the information, what you heard? So,
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
okay, very well. So I will stop sharing. And yeah, so I would like now to give the word to you. And Chen, and please, let's start with the question. So what do you study in our university, and how do you like your studies?
So currently I'm studying a master student in IT, in information and technology in Liepaja University. I have studied for 7 months now. Yeah.
So sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So IT. So and can you tell me what is your previous education? And what kind of bachelor did you get before?
Well, in Vietnam, I was studied also in information technology in the Ho Chi Minh City University of Education and Technology, and there is very big difference from studying in Vietnam and study in Europe, in particularly in Liepaja, Latvia, because the students from when I'm studying in Vietnam is very huge amount, a lot of students study here. So um, talking about study in Liepaja, I think a smaller audience, like you said, a smaller um, group of students can be more effectively like you have more time to like discuss and talk with your professionals. So it's more efficient. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, and when you applied, so how easy it was to apply for our university and all this application procedure, visa procedure, how was it? But in your time there were no visa center, VPS center. So, but still, can you share this experience with us too?
Well, my procedures for applying the visa is quite like at the first phrase when we applying to Liepaja University actually is very easy because you know um, Cynthia actually looking my application and we exchange the information via email. So it's very easy, but the part that applying the visa for actually getting here is very difficult because I'm living like in the south and the center is actually in the north of the Vietnam. So um, it's a very long procedure. So you have to like be very patient and yeah, but everything is smoothly and as expected.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. And yeah, can you share me about your experience in Eagles project? So it's quite unique opportunity for our students right now. Can you share me what is your idea? What kind of project you develop? What kind of business idea you have created? Maybe about this experience you could share.
Yeah, this is very like new experience for me because in Vietnam we don't have much kind of the the experience with like this. But in here we introduce by either the Eagle project and the organization. So we have a chance to like pitch our idea to develop an idea like for business or for uh, your um, project, then they actually help you with a consultation and you also get a small amount of scholarship to like have you funding your ideas and keep you working.
And how much is this scholarship?
Uh, for now, it's 200 euros for a month. Yeah,
Okay, very well. So yeah, so this is one more opportunity how to get the some
yeah,
additional money.
yeah.
Mhm. And but can you explain more? What is your business idea? Like what kind of
Uh,
things you are doing?
yeah, in like in my first term, I'm studying. I have my study project for a IT managers.
Mm-hmm,
So we in the group of three have an idea to like building a concept about how to manage, how to making the ideas because um, we're thinking that the students is difficult to get the idea to like doing thesis their thesis
mm-hmm.
or um, the idea from the company because it's
Hmm.
is it is still like from the company have an idea they send to the professional but the student doesn't know where to looking that information so we are currently developing a concept to like building a platform to uh, student and university and company can interact with each other in this website. So the university and the company can publish their ideas, they project, they research, topics or also the jobs offers or internship into the website, so the student can look it up and apply for it. And that is our concept and apply for the IGO project.
So thank you. Very unique and useful idea, actually. So I hope you will have good success in developing till the end. It is this idea.
Yeah, thank you
And
very much.
I wanted to ask. So, did you face any culture shock when you arrived in Latvia?
Well, the first the culture shock is that the I have never experienced with winter this cold before. So in our country is very tropical weather. It's not really cold and snowy before. So in I had experienced this winter and experienced like -10 degrees. It's very like unique experience. And actually Liepaja is very green city. So surrounds me is very the forest, the trees, and very beautiful seaside. So very fresh, very chill place to study here. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, yes. And if you would have to summarize like the three key reasons why Liepaja University is the good option for the studies. So, in your opinion, these reasons would be?
Firstly, of course, is the affordable price. Like Liepaja University offering high quality trainings, high
Mhm,
quality study, and also it is a Europe country, so the Europe standard also apply. But the fee for study and the living cost is actually lower than other Europe countries, so it's make easier to apply here. The second reason is the small there is more amount of like it, it is small city, but there is very for example, the public transportation is very good in here. The facility is also full of high tech, and you can the laboratory is here. You can hop into and doing your research. And the the last thing I think is yeah, the green countries, very peaceful, very healthy, very like fresh, and gives you more motivation to like study and keep your healthy mind.
Okay, thank you. Very good summarizing all the points.
Mhm.
And I hope that you will successfully finish your study. Now I'm pretty sure that you will gonna successfully finish your studies. And
Yeah.
just for your information, and we will send this record to students and to educational agents for your information that most students in Latvia, they can work without any restrictions,
Mhm.
and there are no limits for work. And have you been also thinking about finding the job, or you already maybe working as a freelancer, or what's?
For now, in my study, actually, I have to find to doing my internship and to finish this study course.
Mhm.
So there, I will have to like looking for the internship and the company or organization to like to be working. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget that you can get the Erasmus grant if you will
Mhm.
find your company in Germany or in Spain or in other European country. We will definitely provide you the grant. the financial aid for your living costs, for your travels, and so many IT students from different countries, they use these
Mhm.
funds, and we're happy that we can provide them.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah. So is there something you would like to add, like to finish this seminar? Is there something you would like to add and tell and share, which I didn't ask to you?
Well, I think just want please come Vietnamese student. Tới đây các bạn ơi, tới đây học đi các bạn ơi. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, please come to Liepaja University. So we need to build some small community of Vietnamese students, because there are only two right now, and yeah. So as more diverse study environment is better. Right now we have students from approximately 25 countries. We have from African countries, from Asia, of course, from Europe. So we would be happy to have more Vietnamese students too. So yeah, so
Yeah,
thank you for your time, and so we will send this material to all the students and educational agents, and I really hope that there'll be many applicants. We are looking forward. So thank you for your good words, and good luck in studies,
thank you.
and yeah. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.